ladies and gentlemen, for the 1051st time it is the Mason and Friends Show, featuring that lady called Mike's wife.
Hey, y'all.
As well as that dude called Mike.
Yeah.
As well as the Gentleman Jew.
What up?
As well as myself, L. Mahoney. Welcome to the Mason and Friends Show.
What's happening, y'all? What's good out there today? Real quick before we get started, I gotta give a shout out to Ivan the Red. He had his baby boy, so congratulations to him.
Oh, okay. Congrats, Ivan.
Yep. Splinter, good look on sending the pictures, bruh. Fucking, I remember the good old days.
Yeah, apparently there are actual photographic evidence of Michael attacking and kidnapping, I guess you could call it.
We didn't really kidnap him.
I mean, you tied him up and dragged him away.
Yeah, we did.
It would be
You moved him.
kidnapping.
You moved him from one place to another. Yeah, I like to look at the legalities of some of the things Mike says on the show. Yeah, there's a human trafficking element there. Like, why'd you put red toenail polish on the gentleman? Well, it's part of the human trafficking process.
Yeah.
I was trying to find Epstein, but I just couldn't. I was trying to unload this guy real quick. Hey, I got somebody. Y'all want
So I
it?
guess that'd be like hazing.
Nah, they were like, he's too old. We don't want nothing to do with that guy.
And
Does he have any kids?
what else was it? I thought
Calm
I had
down,
something
Epstein.
else. Hold on, wait a minute. Let me see here. Thought I had it.
Who else are you shouting out, Big Mike?
You're shouting out Lala and Tyler?
Yep. Shout out niece and nephew for their baby that was born yesterday. Yeah.
Big baby.
Big old baby. Born yet, trying to hold
Over
us back
9
up already.
pounds.
Yeah.
Oh my.
That's
Yeah.
a big baby.
Yeah, I think it's all the babies. So it's all the shout outs I got. Oh, happy birthday, sister wife. Her birthday today.
Happy birthday to Ty. It's my best friend's birthday today.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, happy birthday.
That is our sister wife.
I know, I've heard about this. It's interesting.
We have a husband now. It's this guy.
Husband, right, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mike, I don't know, bro. I can't deal with multiple wives if I'm not, That's all I'm going to say about that. I'm trying to be respectful and a gentleman.
Well, she's much blacker than I am, so he gets some relief culturally when she's around.
That's not at all what I was talking about.
Well, we're not allowed to touch it. Yeah.
See, that's, like I said, you wouldn't be calling myself my wife if you're not,
She
you
wouldn't,
can't be my...
she wouldn't let anybody touch it anyways. I'm pretty sure she's like shrunk back up to virgin at this point in time. God knows the last time she had sex.
Good God.
Yeah.
Does she need some? I can throw her some
She
dick.
has no interest.
I can throw her some dick.
She is just living her best bougie life.
No, I understand. I try to avoid having women in my life at all.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. I've heard.
Yeah.
Some of my talking points.
It's kind of nice. Okay, go into your talking points. I will keep my job thing perhaps to the next episode. We'll see.
Okay.
It might be wiser to keep it to a Thursday than a Monday,
Okay.
so that no one can hear it potentially before anyone needs to hear or not hear something. So there's like, a little bit of a spoiler, or not spoiler, but a teaser for the crowd.
So, sometimes I go through phases of not listening to the show. Sometimes I go through phases of listening. And 4th of July episode, that was a real interesting one. There's a lot about body image and a lot of you talking about how women tear women down.
Yes.
And I would like to say, I'm the bitch that called out the hairy toe.
Ladies and gentlemen, I might have to turn to this. I'm glad I started with the Glengarry Ginn Ross theme because it's very NPR-ish. I might just run it the whole goddamn episode in the background and start out like that. This is some NPR shit. Welcome to Mason Public Radio. I didn't mean to shame you too hard into admitting that you were the one.
No, I feel horrible because shout out to my girl Lisa. I love her so much.
I can't believe she's not here for this.
I told her before she left, I was like, I got talking points.
I was like, why is she going to go talk to you? So now Lisa's going to be listening to the show.
Yeah.
So shout out Lisa. She can
shout
hear
out Lisa.
about
I still love you.
the hairy toe issue because I thought it would have been Mike's sister.
That's what I
That's what
thought.
I said too. I was like, when I listened to the podcast again, I said, baby, I'm the bitch with the hair that called out the hairy toe. He said, damn, I thought it was Nikki.
I did too. I looked at Mike and he had that look in his face, and I was like, "That's gotta be his sister."
Because I was like, that sounds like some shit Face would do.
So,
yeah, it does, because she had done something. She had said something to someone about how they were dressed or something while that 4th of July was going on, and I remember thinking, like, because as soon as I heard the hairy toe thing, I was like, yeah, that's got to be.
Gotta be Face.
And the true story, there's a couple talking points that involve the version that was on the podcast versus the real version that happened. What had happened was Lisa and I were sitting together. No one else was around, and we were doing something. And she had popped her leg up, like her foot up, on like that coffee table they have on the patio. And I saw the hairy toe, and I said, "Oh no, Lisa, we got to do something about this." And because that's what girls do. It's not to tear another girl down. It's like, oh, if I see this, are you aware that's happening? Because we might want to fix that.
It's like camel toe alert kind of thing?
Yes. I feel like that's a weird thing, that the hairy toe to the camel toe is uncomfortable.
But it seems to me to be something that a woman should alert another woman to if she notices.
And this is, and so...
like, say, bitch, you know you got your camel toe.
I found out that had hurt Lisa's feelings months later. Months later, when I found out that it hurt her feelings, like it ruined her evening and everything else, and I apologized. I said, I feel so horrible. Like, Lisa, I'm your friend. That's why I'm telling you, like, oh, do we need to do something about, the toe situation? And then the story that I told her was, we were camping down at the river one time, and we were walking into the water, and my friend Kristen was behind me, and she said, Sarah, oh no. And then there was a stinging sensation in my back. And I turned around, and she held up a hair that was growing out of the back of my shoulder. And you know what I said, Mason?
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Get rid of it before anybody else sees it. I have pacts with 3 other women that if they're ever in a coma, I will go in for private time with them to pluck their chin hairs out so that nobody sees them. That is not to women tearing women down. That is women doing each other women a solid. Like,
hey, look, I'm not saying that women can't do women a solid. I'm just saying that there's the large examples of women tearing women down, and sometimes they don't even know they're doing it because they don't know how emotionally fragile the person they're talking to may or may not be at the time. And that's something you have to expect with women.
That is a fine line,
there's going to be some emotional fragility there.
So my whole point is, I'm certainly not known for tearing other women down, but I also don't associate with any women that tear women down. So the problem for me is, who are these people that you spend this time with that makes you feel like shit about yourself, and stop spending time with them? Because no one in my life tears me down. I don't tear anybody down. And when I was younger, I used to say, like, oh, I don't really get along with girls, and I don't like girls. And I realized that wasn't necessarily the case. I don't like or get along with bitches. And I generally think dudes are more fun to hang around because it's just a much less emotional conversation, I guess. There's no...
Yeah, we're not emotional, we're logical.
Thought, you know what I mean? So all those things. And then as I got older, I realized, I love being around women. I have at least, 12 girl best friends?
And that's lightly stated.
Easily. And I mean legit best friends, not just, oh, that's my best friend. Like, no, I have 8,000 other friends. But none of the girls I hang around say negative things to each other. Like, I don't know. Either way, the hairy toe and the back hair, just wanted to clarify, I'm the bitch. And it was genuinely meant, like, yo, girl, let me hold you down. We got it. If I can see that, everyone can see that. And it wasn't in front of a bunch of people. Keep laughing about it. It wasn't. It was just the 2 of us there.
If I can see that, someone else
can see it too. Like,
that's what made me laugh.
Yeah.
That was the line.
So the next talking point that I need to tell the true story about is the Soul Spice incident and the truth.
Okay, I'm gonna need a refresher.
So that is when
Soul Spice?
Yes, Soul Spice is when y'all went to go hang out at the Pink Fox kitchen.
Okay.
And y'all referred to it as the Indian food, and about me having a fit about not getting the Indian food because of the traffic that y'all experienced. And I would like to preface, I'd like to tell the truth about that story.
Hold on, let me prep my that's some bullshit button.
Yeah.
No, we're good. Go ahead. That's on every bank.
So, I knew that the podcast was going to DC. I'm like, yeah, fuck no, I don't want to do that. Had I known y'all were going to the fucking edible kitchen, yes, I would have gone, but that part wasn't mentioned.
So Mike didn't clearly express.
No.
He said, I'm going to Pink Fox, and you didn't know what it was?
He didn't even say that. He said, we're going to DC, which I have no desire to go into the city. You have to give me, you got to tip
But doesn't he know you well enough to know you don't want to go to DC? So he's
Yeah,
just
but
going to
you
be
should
like,
also know
we're
me
going
well
to
enough
DC.
to know that, oh, we're going to the place where they make the really good edibles, and they're going to give you edibles, and you get to see how they talk to them about how they make the edibles. Just saying.
It was pretty cool. Shout out Pink Fox.
Shout out Pink Fox. Y'all took JC, but not me. But anyway,
JC wanted to go.
Besides the point, I told Mike, this was days before you, Dick. I wanted to go. I wanted to go after I knew what it was about.
Yeah, you saw it and you were like, wow, they're hanging out in a diner talking about weed edibles.
And eating the edibles and sampling the edibles.
Amazing.
Yeah.
That was an amazing time. We got to do that again.
I got a shirt out of it. I'd like to go next time.
Big shout out to the Pink Fox. You guys rock.
I'm wearing my Pink Fox shirt.
The best edibles. DC Eats.
Yes. So when
DC
we were talking
Pink
about
Fox.
that, I asked Mike, I said, baby, what are the chances that you would stop at this place called Soul Spice and get me this Korean food? And he looked at me and said, fuck no. And I said, well, you're a fucking dick. And that was the end of the conversation. There was no more. Several days later, before he goes, he comes to me with his phone and says, baby, is this that place you were talking about? And I'm like, this Soul Spice? Like, oh my God, are you seriously going to do something nice for me for like the first time ever to actually get me the food that I want that I never get to get because it's in DC and I don't go there? There's a fart noise. Thank you.
That's what I was going for.
So anyways, we look up the locations. There's a location right around the corner.
I love that you know the show well enough to know that could have been an issue.
Yes. The place is right around the corner, and I told him, I said, you tell me when you're ready to leave. I will order the food. They have a spot out front. They will carry it to the car.
Now, I understand now, because his initial...
You do not have to get out of the car.
His initial, that's some bullshit, is what he should have stuck with.
So...
But he was trying to be nice, but he didn't know
Okay, well, I know. There's more
enough.
talking points on this one, too.
Oh, I'm sure.
And this is where the part that pissed me off. If he had called and said the roads are shut down, we can't get over there, I would have been bummed I didn't get my food, but I wouldn't be mad at him that the roads are shut down.
You wanted up-to-date contextual context.
What he did was I called him and said, hey, it's getting kind of late. What are you doing? Where are you at? And he was like, oh shit, babe, we're on 66. We'll be back in like 15 minutes. And I'm like, but what about my food? And he's like, oh, you never told me what you wanted. And I'm like, that wasn't what was supposed to happen. So then he fucking lied about it to my face. That, nah, baby, you never told me what you wanted. So I just figured you didn't want it. But we had to come back. And then it turned into, well, you're never going to believe that the traffic was shut down and blah, 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 blah. He told me he wouldn't get me the food. He came back to me days later to say he would get the food. He will not go out of his way to do something nice for me. Every single time Mike goes to the movies, I ask him to bring me back movie popcorn. Do you know the only time he's ever done it?
Yesterday?
No, that came from Sheets. I don't need him to get there. My brother went with him to a movie, and my brother called him out and said, hey, man, did my sister ask you to get some popcorn?
Which brother?
Steven.
Okay.
Steven was like,
shout out Big Steve, who Doc Verboten's been here way more than you lately. Bring your ass, Steve.
Did my sister ask you to that's the only time he has ever, in 6 years of us being together, ever brought me back popcorn from the movies. But now Sheets, in case y'all didn't know, they got a popcorn and a butter dispenser thing, and you put it in a cup.
So you make it yourself. Can you do a little bit and some butter and a little bit of some butter?
You sure can. So I can go do that now. So anyways, I just wanted to talk a point about
good on you, Sheets.
The Soul Spice incident and the fucking truth. Well, y'all act like I'm just some heinous bitch.
Soul Spice and the truth. Michael, do you have anything to say?
I said my shit a year ago when this shit happened, like 2 years ago. Fuck, I'm done with it.
I'm sorry, y'all might back up.
Y'all were in the car with me, so.
All right, no, and everybody had a piece to say about it on that podcast.
I ain't got much to say about it right now.
I know traffic was a motherfucker. We'd have been better off leaving the car right there and walking to that motherfucker and back. And I bet the car probably would have moved 6 spots, maybe.
Yeah, it was pretty awful. But we weren't anywhere. We were 35 minutes away.
Yeah, but it was probably really a mile and a half. It probably was right around the fucking corner.
If we had a bicycle, we could have rode there.
But the thing about DC is it could be right around the corner, but 20 fucking minutes.
Yeah.
Dude, me and Mike got trapped. Was it the Illusion Museum?
Unless you
we got trapped right when they were shutting down.
With the fucking protesters.
With the protesters. I understand that those things happen. Like, I'm not normally a bitch about anything. Sauce. Get the fucking sauce. That's about it, though.
I love it when Mike goes full silent mode on the show. Mike's in stealth mode right
no,
now.
I'm under
He's
his
not
skin.
engaging. You're dropping death charges, and Mike is like,
Because look, I've already went through this conversation. I'm not going back through the fucking conversation again.
Hold on, I'm not having the conversation with you though, my love.
I know you're not. That's why I'm just sitting there.
Mike is living.
Oh, what's my next one? The bathing suits, Demure Allure. You and Lisa both, they make hot bathing suits that cover people up.
That's some bullshit.
They're not appealing. That was the.
I just
That was
Google
what she
them.
was talking about.
Google them. They make good bathing suits. I also
That's Mike out there chilling. Hear him? He's in stealth mode. That's the black man in stealth mode right now, Jack.
Oh, he forgot to bring it. We talked about all the things he forgot in the car.
Still haven't seen the
He
black
forgot to.
man.
We're gonna take pictures of
The
it.
black manatee is elusive.
The Black Humanity, honestly, I think the only thing I don't like is that he did a BM on it. But
It's like a superhero.
yeah, but the rest of it, he did a really good job on it. We're supposed to go back this week. We're going to take the kids since we're on vacation. We had a really good time. Which brings to the next thing I also have on here, the evil lady at the pottery painting.
Oh, God.
Which,
Because Drew didn't hear about this. He wasn't there. It was
I
just
don't
a
know
me
nothing
episode.
about pottery.
I heard about the pottery.
Yeah, I
It was a
see.
me,
Yeah, when
it was
that,
me
when
and the
that
Mike
bitch
episode.
fucking act like a bitch to her
long
kid.
story short, we took Layla for her birthday to go do this pottery painting, and like they had good music and
Yeah, like they had a
everyone's
good
vibing.
atmosphere going up there, man. It was real nice
So
at that
yeah,
place.
you pick out your little figurine, they give you your paint and everything, and this lady comes in, and I mean, right off from the time the door opens, is just bitching her kid out. And this little girl's maybe 7 or 8 years old.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, can I do this one? And the mom's like, I already told you, you're not doing this, and that's too complicated. And I've already told. And I mean, it is so uncomfortable. And so now I am turning around, because I need to see what's happening. And the more this woman lights into this kid, I'm looking at Mike like, baby, I'm gonna say something. He's like, you're not gonna fucking say nothing. And I'm like, babe, I'm gonna motherfucking say something. So then the lady ends up taking the little girl outside, berating her outside, comes back inside. It is so uncomfortable. And when she comes back inside, she starts bitching at the kid, and she's like, look at this, everyone is looking at you because of how you're acting. And I'm ready to be like, nah, bitch, everybody's looking at you because how you're acting.
You said it. You didn't look. You said it.
Like, Mike,
Yeah, you should have said it loud.
no, Mike told me I couldn't say it loud, and then Mike turns into, it's going to have to be like, I'm going to have to do this, and then she's going to be all like, oh, fuck this black dude, and call all the racist shit. And I'm like, I have no problem beefing with a woman or a man, but they can't call the racist shit on me. Moral of the story is Mike won't let me bitch people out in public.
Well, I mean, that's kind of like good for him and you in a sense, because it's not a nice thing to do. Plus, if you get Mike caught up into some shit, he hits somebody, their head explodes, and now he's got a murder case on his hands because you had to be like, nah, bitch, we looking at you.
That's exactly what I wanted to say. Like,
Uh-huh.
you're making an ass of yourself, lady.
I see. I know what the fuck. I
And
know
then
what
when the
happened.
when the owner comes in, she's like, oh my god, hi, how are you? Just
And that's when you should have. If you were really into it, you'd have turned around and be like, "Oh, you know this bitch?
But, well, no, the owner
This
comes in.
is
and-
your friend. You bring this bitch up in here to treat her child like shit. Like, what you don't understand is, I mean, you might have heard the episode that I was there for, because like you got no context. But I was there. I was ready to go back in time
Oh my
and smack
God.
this hoe all
No,
upside her
when
head.
the owner walked in, the lady's like, oh, don't mind her. She's just being really entitled today.
Oh no, hell no.
Like, that's what I'm like, you,
no.
it's so loud. There's like 25 people. It's you're pottery painting. It's not like it's like the mall.
I'd have been like, why don't you take a walk and sober up and leave your kid in here with some supervising adults so you can go get your shit together, you fucking drunk hoe! I know you've been down the street at lunch, drinking a bottle of wine, and you'll bring your loud ass up in here like you own the place. I know the owner. Don't worry, I know the owner. It's okay. Bitch, I told you you can't paint no goddamn motherfucking butterfly. I told you you can't paint no goddamn pottery flower.
Painted a cat statue about
Yeah,
this
that
tall.
fucking tall, get like the biggest fucking tallest thing you can paint.
The most complicated, biggest
No,
thing.
it wasn't. It's- honestly, it's
the
probably the
dragon, I think,
simplest
is the
thing.
most complicated thing that I've seen there. It's like the dragon with all the scales and shit. Like,
Yeah, mine was complicated. My mushroom house was complicated.
So you buy the pottery, but you paint whatever thing on there that you want.
yeah, you
Yeah.
can paint whatever you want.
Do they have templates or anything like that, or you just
You
free fucking?
get 6 colors, Everybody
And
gets
brushes.
6 colors and brushes.
Yeah, but a template or no template or nothing.
Nah, you just pay
Yeah,
whatever the
you
fuck
get-
you
You can
want.
joker that motherfucker if you
Yeah,
want
just
to.
like
yeah,
a white
absolutely.
you know, like a plain white statue or a little figure.
You're not making the pottery right
No.
They're not making it. That's already made, and they have
They got a
like.
wall full of random pottery.
because they got the Patrick Swayze set up at the mall where you can make the pottery.
Yeah,
See,
they
that's
got
what I
that
was
one.
wondering. Is
At
this the Patrick
Manassas
Swayze?
Mall?
Yeah.
That's we went there and did the splatter painting. Me, Tab, Jen, Krista. We did that on a girls' weekend at the pot, and they do. You can make your own pottery or
Yeah.
paint the pottery there. I've done it at other places where you have access to all the colors. This one, like, they bring out a tile thing because the paint does not look like what it looks like after it's glazed. Like, it's super. Everything almost looks gray, no matter how many different colors. And then when they glaze
What
it,
color's the pot? Tan? Or is it white?
Nah, it's white.
it's white. But there's, God,
They got a rack of
there
shit.
are over 100 colors to
Oh
choose
yeah, I'm
from.
sure they got all the fake colors. Like
And you can pay more to get like 15 colors or some shit, right?
So each
I
person
don't
gets
know.
each person.
probably you could probably
Yeah.
pay per color.
Yeah.
On top of
each
what the
person
you
gets
say
a-
6,
yeah.
but I'm gonna need 12. So what's up with that?
Well, each person got to choose their own 6. So we chose. Everybody chose 6 different ones. So we between the
So,
three
yeah.
of us had 18.
if the
Yeah.
dragon's complicated, I'm banging that fucker out. Let's go.
Dragon
The
would
dragon, you need more colors than 6, probably.
That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna need like 18.
Yeah, but we
You're gonna
I'll
need
go
green
with
and
you. We go
orange,
paint.
red.
Ooh, the mason and pottery class. The
they'll
mason
let
and
us
pottery show.
Set up in a window. You and I can sit there and paint
I
some
can't.
pottery.
We can videotape it like this, so you could put it on your YouTube
I'm
channel.
probably not gonna let you do that.
Well, we need a
I'm
360
leaning towards
camera.
The hell no.
We need a 360 camera. I'm telling you, dude, I've been doing with a 360 camera in a couple of months.
Unless you get one of them PI GoPros on your button or something.
Yeah, yeah.
No,
like
you
that.
probably be able to do it in private because they do the private joint. Like they put you in the back. And they
Yeah,
got like
if you have more than 6 people,
they got like a little
or more than 5
partition
people.
they put up, and you're in the back of the motherfucker.
Well, shit, we can work that out then. Get
Yeah.
the private join in the back one Saturday when it's just like 6 or 7 of us. And get
Honestly,
up in there and paint a bunch of pottery.
it's a really cool time. We
Yeah,
had
it was cool.
like
It wasn't a
this
bad
dude
time at
wants to
all.
go back.
Yeah.
Like,
It wasn't bad at all because I wanted to get the alien this time. Paint the alien.
Like the one that comes out your stomach in the movie.
Nah, it's a little Martian muff, big head fucker with the big
Like
eyes.
the one on
Mars Attacks?
IDP or Independence Day.
Yeah, kind
It's Independence Day or is it Mars
It's
Attacks?
Mars Attacks is where they got like the bloop bloop.
the big head. Yeah,
Big brain, the big bubbly
they ain't
brain.
got the brain. It's just the big head joint. Like
God, I want to see it.
X-Files. You know when X-Files comes on, the fucking
standard gray
Yeah,
alien.
standard gray. Yeah,
Okay,
standard gray.
What else is on it?
Well, that you can work with just 6 colors, no problem.
Is that a whole?
Let me get 3
is that a
shades
whole
of gray.
figurine or is that just a head?
No, it's the whole figurine.
Is he like the dude
It's
from
probably about big as a bottle.
from Not Family Guy, American Dad? Is it?
Yeah, that's
is
it.
he like
Yeah.
that? Roger.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. But yeah, it's about big as the bottle. Like they got different sizes, all kinds of shit up in that motherfucker, man. They even got like fucking dishes, like butter dishes, salt and pepper.
Oh, the
shakers.
mushroom salt and pepper shakers. I'm doing those next time. I want those. I love mushrooms. So like me and Layla did they had little itty bitty ones, and those were like $1 a piece to buy. And I think the one that was a little bit bigger was maybe $2. But I think. How much was your manatee?
So
like
do you-
$8.99?
Do you buy a
Yeah.
bunch of paint and then you can buy as many pieces of pottery as you want for a different price?
You buy no.
You buy the pottery,
You
the paint just comes with it. So you're buying the pottery.
So if I
itself.
buy a $1 miniature salt shaker mushroom and then like an $8 manatee, do I get 12 colors?
I don't think
No,
so,
I
but
think
you
you
could
get 6,
probably
but you could
ask
probably
if you
ask.
did one after the other.
Yeah, I'd have to
maybe.
work something out.
But again, if you're
I'm gonna
going
need like 6 mushrooms in that dragon. Let's go.
If you're
But
going
if
by
you're
yourself,
solo, yeah.
if you're going by yourself, that would be. But you most likely wouldn't go by yourself to go do
Oh
it.
yeah, I suppose I could pilfer some paint
Yeah, so
from my
like the same
friends.
that we did, but you get unlimited refills on your paint, and some of them are cool, like the black. When it's done, it's
That I
black.
had?
Yeah, it's like real gritty and it looks like a light gray when you paint it on, but when it's done, it's black with like white speckles in it.
That's the same thing I had with the blue.
Yeah.
The blue
Yeah,
had
it's
the
got
speckles in
metallic
it.
But
flake.
yeah, my mushroom top is red with white speckles. Mm-hmm. And it's as red as the stripes on the flag and everything. And it's bright red. It's pretty. You really don't know what it's going to look like until
Because it
you
pops
get it
when they
back.
glaze it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, it's very muted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to be willing to like allow yourself to, consider it for what it is. You got to go, hey man, look at this. This this is how it's going to look when it's
I say
done.
definitely do it. You guys
You got to use your imagination.
come by the house. Maybe I'll feel froggy and bake something for the first time
Where's
in
that?
2
Where's this
years.
powder thing at?
Uptown, Earth and Glaze,
Warrenton.
right across from the post office.
Yeah. And then we went to Licorice Pizza
Ugh.
afterwards.
I went in there a
Wait a
couple years
second.
ago. The fucking pizza was dog.
I
Yeah,
did
get
not.
that week,
I
man.
didn't
We
like
got
it the
that
It's
first
got a little
time.
arcade in the basement.
No, but
Isn't there a
it's
little arcade
But
in the
yeah,
in
basement? somewhere?
between those.
It's in between that.
Yeah, that's down the street.
That's where you
Underneath
used to
the
work, right?
staircase.
Yeah, so
That's
like
why I used to work that Black Wolf.
Licorice was the Black Bear.
I know.
Yeah.
And I worked there for
I'm
a long
still
time.
upset that Black Bear. Is
No, I
not
thought
Black Bear anymore.
Licorice Pizza. Well, Black Bear
Shout
probably
out
was
Todd and the Black Bear Bistro.
because it was it was the bistro because it was the
Black
club
Bear
downstairs.
Bistro. Yeah, it was that way back in the day.
Yeah, way back. Yeah, when I used to go there.
Black Bear's menu was so good though. So when the first time we went to
was too
Licorice
diverse,
Pizza,
Todd.
I wasn't.
Too many options.
No,
Todd.
God, bring back that turkey.
Yo, bring back
Turkey,
the
raspberry,
the lobster mac and
brie.
cheese. The lobster mac and cheese. Bring back the fucking.
Their poutine was good as shit.
They had a fucking fire shrimp po' boy. Phenomenal.
Yes.
Fucking phenomenal.
They had a brie turkey raspberry sandwich that was. I just love any fruit and brie sandwich.
Yeah.
But I had a burrata BLT from their brunch menu. And that shit was good.
At Licorice? Mm-hmm. Okay.
They
I
served-
got the wings.
Yeah, they
Like, that's
served
the thing.
brunch until 3.
I went there because I wanted to see. It was right after they opened, and I was like, all right, I liked the Bears Pizza, and I liked a lot of their menu. Just working there was too hard to do because there was too much stuff. That's my only critique, Todd, as an employee. But I told you that back in the day.
Yeah.
So, but the food was phenomenal. So I was like, let me go up in here and see what they're working with. And the bar was way redone. It looked like damn, Mike, hit your mute button, son.
I did.
Oh, shit.
That's what it sounds like, bro.
You really cranking over there.
I had to get that out,
Got to hit
man.
my mute button over
Well,
there.
it was gonna get worse.
All right, so
leave my loud ass baby
I
alone.
had to do it. Had to get that out.
Motherfucker
Fuck.
don't got small passages, bro.
Nah. No.
a lot of air
There, Brad.
bell pepper, as he would say.
Shit, yeah. Gotta get that out, because it's gonna get worse if I didn't.
So I went and I was like, let me get a fucking small cheese pizza, or small something. I got a small pizza like I would have got at the Black Bear, and I got a beer. And I got something for an appetizer. I don't remember. It wasn't memorable. But the beer was phenomenally cold. They had clearly redone the entire system, and I was like, good, because that needed to be done. That was a hard thing
I
to
can't
deal
drink
with.
beer unless it's ice cold.
It was frigid there. This was a couple of years ago, so I don't know if it's still maintained or not. I need to a jumper jazz upstairs in the fire. But
Jabber dries?
yeah, something like that.
Jazzercise.
Yeah, y'all gonna be down here for a while because we gonna be fucking on the couch.
Let their youngins fry. Let them do it.
I'm saying that's what it sounds like going on up
I
there.
used to fuck Mike on the bench outside at mine and Brittany's house. I
Yeah.
don't think I've gotten on top since then.
No.
I don't think I'm gonna be able to.
No.
I don't think I'm gonna be able to help you with that.
Okay, that's cool.
My boy said hit up HR, and I said, well, I clearly don't know them, and they clearly don't know me. Because if HR knew me, I wouldn't have a fucking job.
You would be there.
anywhere in life. But I can still hit her up, and
Just
I don't know what the
mention.
fuck HR gonna do. You know?
Yeah, I mean, just tell them you know me, I guess.
HR ain't. I mean,
Because I hit Indeed, and I'm like, wait, I know you. So if you want your money, you gotta be like, hey, I know this guy. Check this shit out. I told him to apply to the job online.
yeah,
Yeah, tell
I'll
me
shoot her to Jones, see if I can figure out exactly where the fuck that is.
It wouldn't be bad to know with all these people you want to write up and fire. Because that'd be the only way to really get it done, probably. But whatever. Anyway, I don't know. What was your last talking point? I feel like
Oh,
I definitely sidetracked us to some point there.
that's okay.
Talking about Licorice Pizza.
Licorice
Licorice pizza
pizza.
from the
And the
pot.
black-
Oh, those Texas Twinkies.
They have Texas what are
Man,
they, deep fried Twinkies?
bruh.
Dude.
It was a jalapeno with cream cheese wrapped in bacon.
Yeah, it's a brisket
Was it deep
stuff.
fried?
Yeah, with brisket. It had brisket
I don't
stuff in
think-
that bitch.
Brisket and cream cheese stuffed in it?
I don't know if the cream cheese. I think it might have been a
did you
yellow
dip
cheese.
it in cream
no.
No.
So it had cheese.
It's a
Jalapeno.
jalapeno.
That sounds like cheddar.
It's not
Brisket.
breaded. It's like a boat, and then you got stuffed with brisket and cheese.
And got bacon wrapped around it, man. That motherfucker.
And hot honey. And
that's what it was.
And hot honey.
Is it crispy? The bacon?
Man,
Yes.
yes.
I don't normally like bacon wrapped things because it's like only crispy on one spot.
Bro, that
nice
shit
floppy
was
bacon.
motherfucking
Nah, these things were fucking good.
That brisket, hot honey, bacon, and the cheese,
Is it a
man.
regular menu, not special
That's
item?
that's an appetizer. But when we went the first time was after they had the kitchen fire, and so everything we wanted to get,
Your mother.
we couldn't get.
Is this Licorice Pizza still
Yeah.
there, man?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, yours. Yeah, I ain't never been there.
That's good.
Yeah, it
All I
was
know is I
actually
ain't
good.
going to fucking Pete's up here no ever again. I think Lisa said she paid $30 for a goddamn large pizza.
From where?
Pete's?
Pete's Pizza right over here by the fucking laundromat.
Pete's.
Yeah, you never fucking heard of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I
Definitely
never heard
ain't
of
slaying
Pete's.
$35 fucking pizza. I might have to go talk to that
Shit, you can
motherfucker.
buy a movie ticket for that.
You
Do you
got
know
a
how much
receipt?
movie tickets cost?
Oh, she just found out today.
What, $18 a piece?
No, fuck no.
They said 27.
That's for a child.
Huh?
That's
18
senior,
for
yeah.
a
To go,
child.
what, you go see Spider-Man or some bullshit?
I did
I'm going
yesterday.
tomorrow.
How much
We
you
went
pay for your
yesterday.
ticket?
I paid $63 for 3 tickets yesterday. That's $55
Yeah, for
in
me,
food.
and mine was matinee.
Drinks and popcorn.
Fucking 3 tickets or 64. The ones I just paid for me and her to go fucking Tuesday, that's 57.
I was saying, the Air Space Museum ain't bad. That junk, like I said, you pay $5 for your fucking concessions usually,
Man, I haven't been to a
and then
movie
the ticket's probably like,
in a long time.
I think it was $13 for the ticket.
But see, the shit that mine was all gift card though.
Yeah,
because, And I'm a member.
I think the last thing I went and saw in the theater was Joker, that Joaquin Phoenix joint.
Yeah, the first one was good. The second one was shit.
Yeah, I heard enough. I believe what certain reviewers say, and I'm like, pfft.
Honestly, the Spider-Man before this one was the last one I went to, and after we left that one, I said, fuck it, I ain't going to not one single other stupid-ass comic book, Marvel, DC, I don't give a shit movie. I
That shit
begged
I
Layla.
know.
No, I'm like, Layla, you gotta go pee? You gotta go pee? Let's get up and go pee.
That's what I think is happening. I think they're going to go away soon. I
Oh,
think
they
it's gonna
will for a
stop
while.
happening.
They're going to stop for a while.
There's gonna be a 5 to 10
Marvel
year-
already said they're going to do a hiatus
There's
for a
going to be a
while.
5 to 10 year hiatus.
don't.
They run out of shit to do,
After
man.
Doomsday? Doomsday actually kind of entices me. It's the only
Yeah.
thing, because you got me the good spoiler end on Infinity War
Yeah.
1 and 2 and all the
Probably
stuff
fa-
leading up to it. You did a
Yeah,
good job
probably
of breaking all that
Fantastic Four.
down.
I don't know, man. I seen the,
I don't know. I saw a few of them with Mike and the kids.
they ain't got it.
Black Widow was god-awful.
Yeah,
And then there was another one that I hated. The only one I liked was The Ten Rings,
yeah.
which I still like. If that's on TV, I'll still watch that one. But the Spider-Man one, I'm like, why the fuck are there 3 fucking Spider-Mans? I'm so sick of the fucking multiverse. I'm sick of every fucking cartoon. How many times can you tell the same fucking story?
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. You're like, there's going to be a hiatus. I'm like, not in the fucking multiverse. No, so I don't go. I don't go to those.
crazy that-
I'm going to go finish up doing my estate planning for my aunt's estate and her end of life wishes while they go to see the movie.
Do you think that The Dark Knight really ruined it for everyone? They
I
made
don't-
a superhero movie so good that like every other superhero movie just
Who was
pales
the
in
Batman
comparison.
in the Dark Knight?
Christian Bale.
Christian Bale with
Heath Ledger right
Heath
before
Ledger
that.
as
Ledger.
Joker. That was a good one.
Did he die during that movie? Did
He
kill
died
himself?
after.
He died right after.
Yeah. But they were finishing it
That
up.
movie made him crazy, man.
That's the, you know how I
That's
got
the
these
role.
scars.
That was an amazing
one.
performance.
Yeah.
That's one of
That
those
one's
ones.
good. I still, my favorite Batman is the one with Michelle Pfeiffer and Jim Carrey and Arnold Schwarzenegger and Danny DeVito.
Oh, that's your
and-
favorite
No,
one?
Michelle
Oh,
Pfeiffer
yeah,
is Danny
Michelle.
DeVito and
Yeah.
Michelle Pfeiffer and Christopher Walken. That's Batman Returns that was directed by
Yeah,
Tim
you talking
Burton.
about Freeze, you talking
And
about Batman, I don't even know.
You
which
were bringing
That's
up
George
other characters
Clooney.
that were in a different movie.
Oh, yeah, it was
Might have been
Clooney and
George Clooney.
and Schwarzenegger.
yeah.
I like those ones, and I think Michelle Pfeiffer is the hottest Catwoman that ever existed, and I don't think anyone's ever going to be
I
able to
don't
be
know.
hotter
Halle
than
Berry's
her.
pretty
That's
hot.
a
in
kid.
Halle
that one.
Berry's hot, but has nothing on Michelle Pfeiffer
I
in
think,
her cat
I think Halle
outfit.
Berry is like disgustingly beautiful. Like I think most women are beautiful in general, but like it is just unfair how beautiful Halle Berry is. It is completely unfair how beautiful Zendaya is.
I'll
Like-
go Eartha Kitt, then Michelle Pfeiffer for Catwoman.
Oh God, she was the best Catwoman.
Who?
Eartha Kitt, you ain't never
You
seen
talking about
the
OG
old
show?
Yeah, the OG joint.
From like the TV show, Bam, Pop,
Yeah.
Yeah.
with Mr. Egghead.
With the
Excellent.
Batusi. With the Batusi.
With the Batusi. And everything that motherfucker motherfucker had his belt. I'll never forget the shark episode. We gotta get the shark repellent. Gotta get it out my belt. While the motherfucker's on his arm. Remember that balloon joke was on his arm back in the helicopter?
See, but that's why it was cool when they got like the serious tone from the first Tim Burton movie, and that's what kicked off the superhero movies again. Was that first Tim Burton Batman Michael Keaton movie with Kim Basinger and then Jack Nicholson, and then they got good, then they got really bad, then other superhero movies started coming out, like there were the good Spider-Mans that came out that were like pretty good, and then there was other stuff that came out.
Blade kicked off Marvel. Blade is what kicked Marvel off because they were about to go bankrupt. And Blade came out and fucking Wesley Snipes killed that motherfucking joint.
Blade was fucking Marvel?
Yeah, Blade's a Marvel.
Blade was the first Marvel joint.
And that's why they were willing to make it so dark.
So they didn't have that hole where they flipped the comic book to do the Marvel joint. They didn't have that. They were
It just said Marvel. It just had the Marvel logo, right?
That's it.
At the beginning.
It just said Marvel. It didn't have even the orange and red on it.
Right, because that was literally their first movie.
That was their first joint. They're just like, let's see what happens.
They were on the verge of bankruptcy. That's why they let that movie be as raw as it was.
Yep.
Plus, it was the 90s when shit could get raw like
shit
that.
Shit could be raw, yeah.
Oh, the movies now suck.
That's why you gotta see Event Horizon, son.
We just watched this fucking movie, had us rolling. It's supposed to be like this hard killer.
The movie Obsession, it like was just in theaters like a few weeks ago.
So hold on, you remember the movie Big, right? When fucking Tom Hanks goes to the machine and fucking wishes he was big.
He went to the
This is a similar concept, but the dude fucking goes into this fucking like apothecary store and fucking finds a wish stick. And wishes for this girl to be obsessively in love with him.
He wishes for her to love him more than anyone else in the world.
Yeah, anything else in the world.
Yeah, poor choice of wording.
Oh my God!
Bruh.
Like, how would I wish for Emma Watson to love me? Right?
You don't want
it. Would have to be an elaborate wording to wish that.
You have to be like, specific in what you want.
Like, I wish that Emma Watson just happened to be in the place that I'm at, and we meet and actually like each other,
and then
fall in
love with you
naturally and happily ever after.
In a healthy relationship.
It have to be some shit like that. Happily ever after with a healthy relationship.
Because this motherfucker
all in one breath.
We were what, maybe 15 minutes in, she goes, baby, this movie's fucking dumb. I was like, I see it's dumb, but we were laughing at shit that most motherfuckers be like, oh, damn.
See, but that's the Baby Boy scenario where the movie is taking itself serious, but you are laughing at it because it is we can't take this serious right now.
The one scene with the brick, we were tearing up
this bitch, because we can spoil it, because these motherfuckers ain't gonna watch it, and people that listen, they've already seen it or fucking say fuck it. But this bitch,
if you haven't seen Obsession, sorry.
This bitch,
don't see it. It's
all four of these people work at like a Foot Locker together. You know what I mean? The one homie that
they have the striped shirts.
It is. It's the green, white.
I don't know what the fuck it was. I don't even know what year it was supposed to take. I don't think it was supposed to be taking place in like a.
It might have been a fucking
like the 90s.
No, it was like a record shop or some shit like that. Music
store or something. Like a music store or something.
But anyway, so all four of these characters work in the fucking shit together. They're friends. They do trivia night, and it's 2 girls, 2 dudes. The 2 dudes are like supposed to be real tight. Everybody's real tight in this shit. Like the guy that the main character, he is obsessed with like this girl that has no interest in him. She's like she friend zone this nigga. You know what I mean? The other chick wants to motherfucker jump on his dick, but he ain't trying to holler at her. His homeboy is fucking the bitch that he wants to holler at.
But you don't find that out until
But you don't find that out until damn near the end. So he does the shit. He breaks the stick. This bitch immediately, right off the bat, is now obsessed with this dude. Like as soon as he makes the wish, before the bitch even gets in the house.
So you wish on the stick and then you break it?
Yeah.
You make the wish and you break the stick.
And then all of a sudden now the wish is true.
And so this is something that's ancient that no one had ever broken.
No, it's like in a little box. It looks like a
matchstick?
it's bullshit.
Yeah,
like it looks like it's like
one of them gag
it's like in a
gifts almost.
Toblerone box. It's like in a triangle box. And
it's in one of those one death chip boxes.
And it looks
it's like a single matchstick, and it's called a wish stick.
Yes, and it looks like almost like the writing like on like candy cigarettes.
Why are we not selling these? I'd break an Emma Watson wish stick every episode.
Listen, you can wish for $1 billion, but you might get shot in the forehead.
Yeah, that's what happened to his homeboy because Like he.
So there were more of these.
There's a whole fucking thing of them.
Mike is
So there's a display of the wish
Yes.
sticks.
Yes, look. So
But it's like in an antique shop, and it's.
It's just like
it's
it's
an
some fucking
apothecary.
apothecary shop or whatever.
Oh, okay.
It's like, it's like a crystal.
Crystal, they were selling
crystals and
stuff.
crystals
A
and
holistic-
incense.
The girl lost her crystal necklace, and the dude is like, he
We'll get
goes
you
in
another
here.
one.
He
That's
doesn't
what he
even say
should- he
that. He
doesn't
likes
even
her.
get her.
She doesn't know. He's gonna surprise her with this necklace, and he fucking doesn't like it. He gets her the stick, but then he's fucking up, stumbling his words. He's trying to tell her he likes her. It's just, he's weird and awkward, and he was supposed to give it to her, but he never gave it to her. And so then he sits in his car and is like, I wish she would love me more than anyone in the world, and breaks it. And this bitch is like, scared.
She was just standing on the porch.
Hi. Oh my god. And then like, dude, like,
Can we go to your house?
yeah, let's go to your house.
And
he's like,
never went back to her
and
house at
dude's a
all.
fucking prude. He's like, I don't know, you're being weird, man. And she's like, oh, my dad's dying and I'm having a hard time. Can I sleep over with you? And then she's like doing shit. He leaves for work. This bitch is standing there pissing and shitting on herself all day, smiling, waiting for him
Waiting
to
for
get
him to come home.
He fucking goes to leave.
Like she's so wait a minute,
like
wait a minute,
creeping
wait a
on him in the
minute,
middle
wait
of
a
the
minute.
night.
She's not going to the bathroom.
No.
She's standing
Standing
still.
the spot where he says goodbye on his way to work. She's standing there
Yeah, it
smiling.
really is a horror movie.
Saying goodbye, and
This
then
is
he
a horror
comes
movie,
home,
Jew.
and she's just been pissing and shitting all over herself, standing in the
Bruh,
same
she done
spot.
duct taped the door. I don't even know how the fuck you get this much duct tape. I know there's not this much duct tape on a roll of duct tape. This bitch done duct taped the fucking door to go out of the house.
Like
This
18
motherfucker
rolls
gets
of
up
duct tape.
to go to work when when she's standing there getting ready to piss the shit all over herself. He goes to turn around to go to work and the fucking door is just duct tape, like it's thick duct tape. This motherfucker's like trying to rip the shit open. She goes, you know, if you're having trouble with the door, you can just stay home with me. He's like, nah, we're good. We're good. I'm going to work. I'll see you later. I'll see you when I get home type shit.
Fucking screaming in his face, like, why don't you love me?
Why don't you love me? You don't love me like I love you, man. I'm in this motherfucker laughing my ass
She's
off.
just, no!
This is the theater? You
No, we watched it last night,
Alright,
yo.
good. You didn't pay money to
Fuck
see this.
no,
Anyways,
man.
the girl, so the girl that's psycho obsessed, she has these moments of clarity where it's like her original person freaks the fuck out and is like, I don't want to be here, but then the crazy kicks back in.
Whenever the witch crazy comes in.
Yeah, so dude sneaks out
Like
to go.
subconscious bubbles to surface.
Yeah.
Dude
Resurfaces.
sneaks out to go meet with the other girl that he's friends with and everything else, and she's like, they're in the fucking van, and I'm like, me and Michael are
Now
like, she's
look.
coming from somewhere, and next
This
thing you
bitch
know-
had to run.
She-
Wherever the fuck she found this motherfucker, this bitch was running, yo. Because these niggas was at a park, sitting in the car, about to open up her college letter to see if she got accepted to college and shit. And they're talking, and she's like, you need to be with somebody. And that's what she tells them, like, hey, you know, Nick was already fucking her a couple times on the side. They would get together and fuck every once in a while, because that's all they were doing was fucking. But they didn't want to tell you because you would get upset. And she's like, I don't really want to fuck you. You know what I mean? You need to be with somebody like me. And as soon as she says that, the bitch is right there. Boom! Like it looks like she
Through the
headbutts-
windshield?
No,
the
headbutts the driver's side.
The girl's in the driver's seat, and the obsessed girl comes, and
She comes to the driver's
It
door.
Oh,
looks
no,
like
it's
I thought
shattered.
she headbutted this motherfucker because it came so quick. I thought she headbutted the motherfucking glass, and then all of a sudden there's a brick now sitting on the steering wheel, and this bitch is just fucking this bitch's face up with this brick, yo. Bruh, we in this motherfucker, me and her, we rolling.
she got one tooth left and an eyeball.
She got an eye and a tooth left, yo.
So she bashed her skull in.
She
fucking held the brick.
held the brick on the steering wheel and just wow.
Wait a minute. So she put the brick on the wheel
Yes.
and smashed her
Yeah,
face into the
yeah.
wheel.
It held the brick on the wheel. It looked like a stepping stone paver. From
I don't even know where the fucking brick or whatever it came
That's
from.
what she broke the window with.
That's what we figured, like, damn. But then, like, goddamn, this motherfucker just sets it, like, it was perfectly set in the steering wheel. Like, it fit perfectly in the steering wheel, stayed
shit was
there.
fucking hilarious.
And she's wearing this bitch's head out, right? Then she gets done.
And the
Walks-
dude's just
The horn
screaming.
going off the whole time?
The horse, no. The horn, like,
That would have been great.
so look, hold on. She walks around the fucking car.
She's like, oh no,
climbs
baby,
in the
baby.
passenger seat and
It's
goes,
okay. This is all your
this is
fault.
all your fault.
This is,
You know,
it's
if
your
you-
fault.
That's true. You broke the
is
winch
all
stick.
your
Yeah, exactly. That's That's what she even said. She goes, "You wished for this. You wanted this to happen. This is all because of you." So now this motherfucker's walking around all bloodied up. He's going into the store to get another wish stick. He goes to his homie's house covered in blood.
Does he get the wish stick?
No,
He gets a wish stick. He gives to his homie. He tells him, "Hey, look, I need you to say this. This is what I need you to say. I need you to say."
It's only one wish stick per person.
Yeah, he can't. But he tries to like wish. He doesn't. But
right.
first off, he wants the girl to still be obsessed with him, just not psychotically.
Yeah.
She fucking cooked the damn dead cat.
Oh yeah.
The cat fucking died.
His cat
At the beginning
died.
of the movie, she
hell no.
unburies the cat.
Hell
and then
no.
she, like,
And she unburies him, puts it like a fucking shrine for this motherfucker
Like,
the next day.
we
So
have
wait,
no-
she kills him and then makes a shrine for him?
No.
the cat.
The cat died.
The cat
in the
died.
beginning
The cat
of the
died
movie.
naturally before
Yeah,
obsession had begun.
he got into pills. Got into his pills.
And-
Yeah.
Oh my God!
But
All
either
right,
way,
all
she
right,
cooks
all
the
right.
fucking
I've
cat.
had enough. It's enough. That's enough.
I just know that I
She
told
cooked
Mike
the
on the
cat,
way down
yeah.
here, baby, I'm very upset. And he goes, fuck, why? I'm like, you can't cook the cat.
Because that's what he tells his girl. He's like, "Hey, you can't cook the cat
I'm
because she."
very upset about this. You can't cook the
The
cat.
girl told him, like, he said he wanted to be a food critic, whatever. She's like, okay, so she makes him lunch to go to work the day that the doors duct tape. He's sitting there eating a sandwich, right? And the girl that likes him picks up the duct and says, "Hey, this says food critic. What's that mean?" He was like, "Oh, it's just something I wanted to be out."
Inside joke.
And she goes, "Cat question mark? What does cat question mark mean?" And she had already called it. She goes, "That bitch cooked the cat." That motherfucker looks down at the sandwich. She done cooked the dead cat. Now, we don't know how long this cat been dead because they do like a
We have no idea. This movie could have been
montage.
2 days long. It could have been 2 months long. There's no
time frame. Or what she could have cooked
Are
this
their
fucking
clothes
cat.
changing and shit?
Yeah.
Look, these niggas done fucking cook breakfast with each other. They're in the bed looking,
fucking
watching
playing
movies,
music.
playing music.
Wait a minute. So the obsession works for a while.
She's normal for. We
Wait a
don't know
minute.
for the
So
first.
after he leaves and she's shitting and pissing on herself in the same spot, she then duct tapes the door shut and feeds him a sandwich, and then they're hanging out and everything's cool for a while.
It was cool
No,
beforehand.
it was all going downhill.
It was all
Worse and
going
worse.
downhill. It was little bits at a time. Like she would do crazy shit. She would scream all of a sudden. Like
So is
the
the
nigga want to go to the
jump
bathroom.
off? Is the jump off of her going crazy when she's standing there pissing and shitting herself?
So
and does
when
it show
he
like
comes
doo-doo
home-
like laying
Yes.
around her feet?
Yeah, it was all.
And she's standing there, and he's like, "Baby, what are you doing?" She's like, "Oh no, I'm so sorry. I'm disgusting. I'll go get in the shower." And it's like,
Yeah, you hear it all. You hear it all.
yeah. Either way, dumb movie. Don't recommend.
But it was funny as fuck though. It was funny as shit.
I made him
tell you
pause
what.
it at one point in time. I'm like, "How much fucking longer is this
I
movie?"
said we got
Because
10 minutes at least.
I can't do anymore.
I said we got it. We get through the last 10 minutes. We'll get through the last 10 minutes.
I don't know what was more. This was at least. I don't know. Weapons
Did
of
you-
this was stupider.
Did you watch dumb movies like this before you started hanging out with Mike?
Yeah, my friend Becky picks out the worst fucking movies. The Lodge, dear God.
Jesus Christ.
It's always somebody else influencing me, but if it's like a
I
more
want to say
recent thing, like,
Weapons was worse.
we really wanted to see,
Weapons
and
was
then it was
worse
such a
because of the trailer.
disappointment.
Weapons was worse than fucking Obsession.
Yeah, and I never saw the trailers for Obsession.
Wow.
And at least Obsession, I was able to laugh
No,
throughout
Obsession, I'm laughing at during your
It
spoilers.
was fucking
But you
hilarious.
guys, as a couple, can be known as the spoilers.
First off, I'm participating because he's already doing it, but I tell him all the time it's fucked up of him to give the spoilers. Let
Why?
people suffer through the movies themselves.
Nah, I don't want him to do that. I don't want him to do that.
I'm not going to watch that movie.
I'm going to be a real critic for motherfuckers.
somebody
Like,
could've-
don't do
if
it to
somebody
yourself.
could've spoiled
like
me
Midsummer.
for Midsummer,
Fuck you,
I'm not allowed to
goddamn.
pick movies anymore.
Fuck Midsummer. That shit sucked. People talked about how good and critically acclaimed this motherfucker is. Fuck that movie.
I still see critical acclaim out there on the internet for it.
It
Have you
sucks.
seen it?
I have not.
Bruh, it's not worth
I
it.
take your word for it. I don't need you
Fuck
to.
that.
Don't spoil it.
No, I'm on movie picking restriction
Because when they
of
were
that.
like, because they was fucking.
you wanted to
it
see
was,
it.
It was a cult. It was
It was
supposed to be a cult.
Halloween.
It looked
Hold on.
culty.
Yeah.
It was Halloween, and none of them have seen Hereditary. Have you? With the little girl.
Oh, wait. No.
God,
I don't
and I
think so.
can't-
It's not the dude with the kid that he's like trying to. take
Nah,
the
it's like
place
a-
in the forest where everything disappears?
No, this is like probably the best horror movie I've seen in at least 10 years. Really, really, really good movie. And it was in between Hereditary, and I'm like, oh, everyone says Midsummer is so good, and I've heard all this stuff about Midsummer. And so we ended up saying, since I had already seen Hereditary, they weren't going to watch it for our Halloween night. And we watched Midsummer, and dear God, it's art. And I fucking hate when my movies are art. I want my movies to be
When
entertainment.
they had that motherfucker in the circle rooting them on to fuck that bitch, and the old naked bitch is like, pushing on him to fuck the girl.
I don't want to talk about stupid movies anymore.
So you're saying that Midsummer is art, and that's why you hated it, or
It's a
It
cult,
just
it's a cult
sucks.
classic, but it's like
Yeah, I wouldn't even call it a
it's
cult
like
classic. People call it a cult classic, but it's not.
You wouldn't, but the other people that don't call it a cult classic do. Just because you don't think it is doesn't mean that you're
It
dumb.
sucks.
already then?
You'd have
Almost
to.
like, what's that joint? Wicker Man.
Yeah, it's like art. It's like art. It's artsy. It's people. Did you watch Game of Thrones?
No.
Okay, well, there's the last season of Game of Thrones. There's an episode that everyone refers to
The
as
dark,
the dark episode.
I've heard about
Oh,
this.
yeah.
And it pissed me off so bad because
You can't see
you
anything.
can't see
You can't see
anything.
shit.
And they came back and were like, sorry, your TV is not at the cinematic quality that it needs to be, but, you know, they were in the dark and we wanted you to really feel like you were there. So you just watched a black fucking
screen.
screen.
Can't throw up a blue light somewhere.
Yeah, like, sorry you didn't see my artistic, like, I hate that. I'm like, I want to be entertained, not your fucking weird
Interpretation.
art point of view.
Well, you can use weird art point of views and things if you do it right for the right kind of film.
I love art.
Like The Dark Knight.
I
That's-
love art. I'm not trying to
that's
take that part
artistically
away.
done.
Clockwork Orange.
Right.
Yeah.
That's a fucked up movie.
Artistic violence.
I think about that movie. That's another one that was like, I'm one and done. I only needed to see it one time.
That's my next tattoo. Clockwork Orange one.
Oh God, all I can think about is the fucking shit.
I've seen those tattoos with that guy's face with the eyes
With
holding them open.
yeah, with the thingies or
Yeah.
whatever.
He's got clamps. He literally scratched his
Yeah.
cornea during that scene.
Yes.
Yeah, it's fucking
Yes.
fucked up shit.
Do we have any other movies?
No, I think that's going to be it for this
We're
episode.
probably near the end.
I think we're going to go ahead and wrap this thing up now that we've come to a conclusion on
And then
this.
we'll get to the teaser
Yeah.
for the next
You
episode
can hear
of The
about
Job
how agitated I've been at my job lately. And to see,
and what the saga is.
yeah, it's a real saga.
I want to hear about the saga, and then I have several more talking points that Lisa will appreciate.
Alrighty then. Well, Lisa, don't forget you can tune in too to the next episode.
I love you, Lisa. I love you.
Anyway, yes, we love you, Lisa.
I hope everybody has a great Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Right. As a matter of fact, I love all of you. If you're listening.
Yeah.
I love all.
Fuck them all.
I don't know if I love all of y'all.
Why
I don't
ready?
know who all listens. Oh, I
ready,
accidentally. I
Get me
might
ready
have
for my
sent
Monday.
I might have sent a white wrapper to y'all. My bad if that happens.
A what?
A white wrapper
White
from
rappers?
Summer Duck.
White rappers, whatever. Man,
Yeah,
we're
that's
good.
fine.
It's all good, whatever.
Okay.
We're not colorblind.
That's right, we don't care. Ladies and gentlemen, with that said, thank you very much for listening. We'd like to encourage you to listen to old episodes unless you're Lisa.
Like, share, subscribe.
That's right. Keep grinding on the things you're trying to get done because that's how things get done.
We believe in you.
Have a great beginning of the week.
Yes, please. And don't forget, we love you very much.
Love y'all.
Wish you nothing but the best.
All day, every day.
Hugs and
Peace
kisses.
be with you.
Gone.